Hey guys, I am back and today I have kind of a different video for you. Since my channel has grown so much so quickly in the past couple months, I have decided to film a kind of get to know me tag type of thing. However, when I looked up all the get to know me questions online, I didn't really like a lot of them. Like they were just like, what's your favorite color? What's your hair color? What's your eye color? And I'm pretty sure if you're watching me on YouTube, you can kind of know what my hair color is. So I looked up, I'm pulling it up right now. I think it's the, like your firsts tag or something like that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and kind of answer those questions instead of like the get to know me tag, but the whole purpose of this video is just so you guys can get to know me a little bit better and just know where I'm coming from, and I don't know, just be on a more personal level, since I have gotten quite a bit more subscribers recently than I had before. I just feel like this was a good video to film just so you guys know me a little bit better. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. I have the questions screenshot on my phone, so I'm just gonna kind of read off of it. So the first question is, who was the first person you thought of this morning? And I think the first person I thought of this morning, well, I actually thought of two people. One is my friend Cassidy, because I know I fell asleep texting her last night. We were talking about Aspen and Parker, who are here on YouTube, and I fell asleep talking to her last night about them, so I read her text message like the first thing I woke up. And then the other person was my boyfriend Zach. I always wake up to text messages from him in the morning, and because he gets up way before me because he has work in the morning. So yeah, that's that. Who was your first grade teacher? I don't know how this is relevant, but my first grade teacher was a woman named Miss Schwally, and she's the person, this is funny, she's the person that ever introduced me to like those little clementine cutie orange things. She used to eat those all the time, and then ever since I saw her eating those, I always asked my mom to get me them. So there's that. Where did you go on your first ride on an airplane? So my first ride on an airplane was when I went to Florida for my uncle's wedding. I think I was in like 5th grade. So that was when I was on the airplane for the first time. Who was your first best friend, and do you still talk to them? So I don't still talk to my first best friend, or my second, or my third. My first best friend, actually, there was two girls that I was really close with in preschool. One's name was Erin, and the other's name was Jordan. But that was preschool, and I just remember Jordan hated trying new food, and so whenever we had like pears or like fruit cups or something, I always remember that she didn't like to try them, and I was like, it's a pear, try it. But I don't know. I'm not friends with them anymore. I have no idea where they are, what they're doing. I feel like that'd be really interesting to kind of find out what they're doing now with their lives. But yeah, and then my other best friend from kindergarten, I was friends with her up until sophomore year of high school, and things just kind of went bad from there, but that's a long friendship. So okay, moving on. Where was your first sleepover? I think my first sleepover was with my best friend that I met in kindergarten. Her name was America. Yeah, I feel like I probably shouldn't have said this in here, but I mean, I don't think anybody I actually know watches these videos, so yeah. And then my other best friend from kindergarten was Melissa, but we never had a sleepover, so there's that. What was the first thing you did this morning? The first thing I did this morning was obviously look at my phone, and then my dog was in bed with me, so I cuddled with him for a little bit, and then I got up and I made myself a smoothie. However, my mom, I think, threw out the spinach for the smoothie, so I just had like a fruit smoothie, which was still good, but I like to put spinach in there because obviously you don't taste it, and it's like a good way of getting like a lot of veggies in, so I was a little bit mad about that, but I think I'm gonna go get some, not some vegetables, some spinach after I'm filming this so that I can have spinach for my smoothie tomorrow morning. What was the first concert you ever went to? So my mom always tells me this story about how when she was pregnant with me, she went to a Garth Brooks concert, and she said I liked it because I moved a lot. I don't know if that's weird, but that's the truth. She tells me that all the time. So I guess maybe that was my first concert, but like other than being inside my mother's womb, my first concert was a Taste of Country concert. And if you don't know what that is, it's like where I live. There's this concert every year called Taste of Country where like a bunch of country artists or bands come and play, like 5 or 6, and I've gone to that since I was in like 4th grade. I've gone every year, so that would have to be my first concert. First broken bone. I haven't had a broken bone yet, knock on wood, so none. First piercing, I got my first holes pierced. Of course, I only have a second hole earring right now, but I do have my first holes pierced, and I got those pierced when I was in 3rd grade, I think, and then they closed up, and I got them re-pierced in like 5th grade, and then I got my second holes pierced, I think, in like 7th grade, so that's all I have pierced. I don't have anything else. First foreign country you've gone to. So I live in New York, really close to the Canada border, so of course the first foreign country I've ever been to is Canada, but I feel like that doesn't count because that's super like, I mean, it's barely even a foreign country. You just go across the border and it's almost the exact same except you're driving in kilometers. So the first foreign country I consider myself that I've gone to was Germany. I went there my junior year of high school for an exchange, and it was the best time of my life. Seriously, honestly, best time of my life. First movie you remember seeing. I don't remember like seeing a movie like up until I was probably like 8 or something. I remember my grandma, I used to watch with her Selena, the movie. I don't know if you guys know what that is, but it's a movie about Selena, the pop star who got killed. She died. Literally the best movie I've ever seen in my life. I watch that all the time. I also really like Black Beauty, which is about a horse. I remember seeing that when I was really young. I remember seeing a movie called Fluke when I was young. It was about a dog. When was your first detention? I have never had detention, so I don't think I can answer that question. Who was your first roommate? My first roommate, I would have to say, is my roommates that I had in college, my freshman year, which just ended a couple weeks ago. But I've never lived with anybody in a room before, so she was my first roommate, and she was amazing. I love her so much. If you had one wish, what would it be? I don't know. I just really want a lot of puppies. Is that like a horrible wish? I don't know. Puppies. I want a big bathtub. My house does not have a big bathtub, and I'm obsessed with Lush, and I just sit in this little ass bathtub at my house with, I mean, it's barely like, why am I taking a bath, you know? So I wish I had a jacuzzi tub. There's my wish. Okay, my first tweet. I have no idea. I have over like 6,000 tweets or some crazy thing like that, so I don't know what my first tweet was. Maybe it was like to one of my friends. I have no idea. First YouTube video was, I do know this one, it was me doing a tutorial, spring tutorial, and I filmed it on my laptop. That was horrible quality, and you can hear, my kitchen was being redone at that time, and you can hear literally people like banging in the background. I looked horrible, like literally horrible. I was eating jelly beans, I'm pretty sure, and I burped, I think, in it. I'm pretty sure I burped it without even realizing, so that's pretty bad. That's my first YouTube video. First person you subscribed to on YouTube, I think I remember, and I'm pretty sure it was Michelle Phan. I feel like that's, like, that was my gateway to YouTube. It's like marijuana is a gateway drug. Michelle Phan was my gateway drug to YouTube. Honestly, I remember watching all of her videos, and then you just, like, click on the next person after that, and then the next person after that, and then soon you're just, like, in this YouTube black hole. First Facebook profile picture. Actually, no, I was just gonna be like, I have no idea, but I do know it was my dog because, oh, I can't remember what grade I was in, maybe 6th grade, I think. My mom did not want me having a Facebook at all, but my friend made me a Facebook, so I was like, what am I gonna do? So I made it a picture of my dog, and I was like, oh, my mom won't know this is me, but of course she would because it's our dog. Like, how would she not know? But yeah, I actually do remember my first Facebook profile picture. Do you still talk to your first love? I would say yes. I have had a couple other boyfriends in the past, but my boyfriend now, Zach, I think is the only one that I've ever actually loved or like been mature enough to like think that I love or like say that I love. Like, I feel like even when I was younger and I had other boyfriends, I said I love you, but I don't know if it was ever as real as it is right now. So I guess yes, I still talk to my first love. What was your first alcoholic drink? I think my first alcoholic drink was when I was in Germany. Drinking age there is 16, and I was 16 when I went. And I don't know specifically where I had my first drink in Germany. We went to a club. I know I drank there. We had a couple drinks with dinner one night. We went to a bar another night. So I drank in Germany, and I think that was my first like actual drink besides just having like a sip from my dad or like a sip from champagne at a wedding or something like that. So yeah, Germany was my first alcoholic drink. My hair is really bothering me right now. Okay. My first job. So of course I babysat, and I did have a newspaper route for like years, honestly since, wow, maybe 5th grade up until sophomore year of high school. So a long time. It was only once a week, so it was like nothing, and I barely got paid anything. But anyways, I would say my first real job was working at Ulta, which I still do. Yeah, so I guess babysitting, newspaper route, and then Ulta. That's all I've done. My first car. I don't have a car yet. I'm still waiting on that car. Of course I have my license. I drive my parents' cars all the time. Like if I need to go someplace and the car's available, but I don't have my own car yet. But that's going to happen soon because I am going to school for nursing, and I have clinicals that are like 30 minutes away from my school, and I have to get there somehow. So still waiting on that car. First person who texted me today. I mean, besides waking up to text messages that I just fell asleep on last night, my dad texted me this morning, and he asked me to go outside and make sure that the pool filter was turned off because he couldn't remember if he had turned off the pool filter or not before he went to work. So that was my first text message this morning. Okay guys, so that's all the questions. I hope you guys really liked this video, and I hope it did help you guys to get to know me on a little bit more of a personal level. I do vlog, so I think that those will also help you guys get to know me more on a personal level. I have a lot that I did previously, so if you just go through my videos, you should find some. I haven't vlogged in a while though, just because I've been at school, and that's usually not as interesting as the vlogs I can do at home. I have really good vlogs from last summer, and hopefully I have also equally as good vlogs from this summer. So like I said, I hope you guys liked this video. My hair is crazy right now. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll talk to you guys later. Bye!